Australian Muay Thai's favourite sons, living and fighting out of Thailand, he has returned to Australia for tonight's showdown. They call him the Riddler, Darren Reece.
With 60 fights, 50 wins and 10 losses, please make you welcome Punmongkol from Thailand.
Stepping into the ring for the first of our Millennium Wars Australia versus Thailand bouts. A man with razor-sharp elbows and shins of steel, Punmongkol from Thailand. Tell us a bit about this man's
50
incredible
fights.
record, Emma.
Well, 50 wins, 10 losses, no draws, so he's had a total of 60 fights all up.
We thank the referees and judges from the Lumpini Stadium in Thailand.
Well, all is in readiness for the first of our Australia versus Thailand bouts of the evening. The first of our Millennium Wars between Punmongkol from Thailand out of the red corner and the Riddler Darren Reece from Australia out of the blue corner. Reece, of course, relocated to Thailand in 1998. He's been the busiest Australian fighter over the last 18 months. 19 fights for 17 wins, most of them in Thailand and Japan. And now training out of the Nang Kon Thong camp in central Bangkok, the only Westerner at that camp, Hammer.
And a very worthy one at that. Darren Reece has travelled extensively around Australia as well. He was resident in Melbourne for a short time. He's fought 4 times at the famous Residence Stadium. So he's getting himself a bit of a reputation in Thailand as a hard man, carrying the Aussie flag very proudly, Darren Reece.
What a fantastic fight card we are in for, folks. This is the first of our Australia versus Thailand fights. Also coming up, Daniel Dawson, Luke the Duke Kempson, Oliver Olsen, and a very, very special guest indeed, probably pound for pound the best Western Thai boxer in the world at the moment, Ryan Simpson from Holland, will take on Gengai in one of our feature attractions. At the moment, it's the Riddler Darren Reece in the blue trunks and Punmongkol in the red trunks. This one's scheduled for 5x3, full-blown Muay Thai rules, Hammer. They're pulling it all out, knees and elbows.
Well, certainly what an absolutely awesome card we've seen assembled here tonight. A great job being done by Ron Parr and his team. Damien Meyer and Clyde, the guys working out the back there. Very, very tireless sort of work they're putting in, but great guys putting in great work, all for the betterment of the sport in Australia.
These fights being beamed directly back to Thailand, an audience of more than 6 million in Thailand, and of course right around Australia here on Fox Sports. A big hello to all of our fans watching nationwide, Nick Argus and all the boys in Oakley. Of course, all the boys from down in Melbourne, Johnny Sheeter, Paul DeMacaulay from the Ultimate Stables, Amanda Graver, Jenk Bayek, always tune into the shows, and a team at the Malvern Martial Arts Centre. And of course, all the crew at the Blitz Martial Arts Centre in Heathmont. Big right hand there from Punmongkol. Thai fights, Hammer, traditionally start at a slow pace over the first 2 rounds and pick up pace as the fight progress.
Well, they're fighting 3-minute rounds, Michael, so they really have to conserve their energy and just basically get a feel for what their opponent's going to be moving like, see what their strengths and weaknesses are. And that's exactly what we see taking place at the moment.
Of course, the style which the Hammer won his Australian title in, former cruiserweight Australian champion. Darren Reece, nice leg check there off the left leg kick from Punmongkol. Reece just returning a leg kick of his own. The height and reach advantage to Darren Reece. Very tall, gangly fighter, the Riddler. Punmongkol, a more shorter, stockier, compact fighter. 2.5 minutes down here in the first round. Slamming right round kick to the ribs there from Punmongkol. Darren Reece just trying to tie him up behind the back of the neck. Maybe look for a dump to the canvas.
Well, Reece is renowned as being a very, very slow starter, but he doesn't want to let Punmongkol get too much of an advantage on him in the first round. He's just pegging him back a little now, Reece.
There it is, the end of the first round of action. How do you see that one, Hammer?
Well, as I said, Michael, these first rounds are always pretty even. And, you know, this may be the first fight where the judges actually have to make a decision here tonight. All the others, of course, finishing in KOs.
the only mistake you're making, Darren. Your legs are working for you really good, but you're dropping your jab every time you throw it, just landing down here. He's going to pick you off with a big right. Everything else you're doing is perfect. No, everything else is
Seconds out.
Well, all is in readiness for the second round of action. This one's scheduled for 5x3. Plenty of instruction in the corner for Darren Reece, the trainer from his Nakhon Thong camp in central Bangkok. Darren, of course, over the past 18 months has been forced really to learn to speak fluent Thai. Made quite a name for himself, as the Hammer was saying in the previous round. Has defeated Japanese champion Takashi Ito, former Lumpini champion Punmongkol, and another Lumpini champion named Tan Walk, who he knocked out in the fourth round. Really been great to see the Riddler make such incredible waves over here in Thailand, Hammer.
Certainly, Michael. He's just playing it safe at the moment. Reece. Nice tidy hand techniques there from Punmongkol in close. He's looking very sharp. He's a fairly powerfully built fighter, although he is a little shorter. You can see his back is fairly solid, so he's going to have a good amount of punching power. Reece there going down with those low knees. He's working the thigh now off the lead leg. Clever tactics from him.
Darren Reece, very tidy, very technical fighter, but has a lot of power as well. Nice step up front kick there off the lead leg, just slams the rear round kick into the left thigh of Punmongkol. Where's the big right hand from Punmongkol? Good score there from the Thai fighter. Digs away to the left hand with the body. Darren Reece just sticking out the jab. Nice tidy leg kick, just caught the outside left thigh of Punmongkol. Couple of front kicks there from the Thai, then fires out a short right hand. 1 minute 15 down here in the second round. Step up big right hand there, came close but no cigar for the Riddler, Darren Reece. Keeping busy here in the second round, Reece, Hammer.
Well, certainly he's just popping that lead hand out, just measuring off more so than proper jabbing, just finding his distance and seeing where his opponent's at, rather than trying to step up with the jab and maybe get caught on the way in. He just keeps probing, sticking the jab out, measuring off, and then maybe winding in a leg kick underneath it or over the top of it.
Cracking round kick off the lead leg there from Punmongkol. Nice right hook to the side of the head from the Thai fighter. Well, step up front kick from Darren Reece.
Punmongkol is choosing, rather than being heavy in the leg work, just going for those big head shots with his hands. And I tell you what, he loads up those punches really nicely, Punmongkol, in the red shorts.
Punmongkol starting to bring on the heavy artillery here in the second round, 2 minutes 10 down.
You can really see it step up third and fourth round, Michael. That's when they really open up.
Another cracking lead leg round kick there from Punmongkol. A lot of power behind those kicks. There's the end of the second round of action. A little bit short by my unofficial timer there, Hammer. How do you see that one?
Well, Reece kept steadily busy throughout that round, but Punmongkol certainly landed the heavier shots, and it really does depend on what way the judges are going to score it. You know, are they going to go for the big power, or are they going to go for work rate? If you're going work rate, well, obviously Reece, he just kept peppering away, but if you're going for those the power shots, you'd have to go Punmongkol. So it really does depend on how the judges rather are going to score this one.
Seconds out.
We're ready to get it on in the third round of action. Really is interesting, Hammer, to watch the fighters go to the corners in between rounds and see the trainers ice them down and oil them down. It's really like going to the pits in a Grand Prix. You've got 2 minutes to work with your fighter and get him back to prime fighting shape for the next round.
Well, that's exactly what it is, Michael. They've got to prep the fighters, check the injuries if there are any. You see the Thai fighter there locking on the Reece as the Reece is trying to affect some knees down low.
Hammer, for the viewers who may not be too familiar with the Thai fighting, a lot of effort is being expended, a lot of energy being expended when they're in the grapple.
Well, certainly it's in stark contrast to boxing, really, where a boxer, when he's tired, will hang on merely as a self-preservation sort of mode. If they've been hurt or they're just basically running out of puff, they hang on. Thai fighting, although to the uninitiated might seem that way, but when you're in those clinches, it really is a test of strength. Rather than just hanging on, you're working the knees and obviously elbows and so on and so forth, trying to out-grapple your opponent by throwing their balance out and setting them up for a big shot while they're off balance. So it really is time to go to work when that grapple is locked on, rather than in the Western-style fighting where a boxer will hold on and merely stand there and do nothing and just drop his body weight onto his opponent. The Thai fighter, really, that's when they start to go to work in that grapple, as we're seeing right now. They're thinking, they're trying to get the advantage, and they're trying to cork up the thighs and break the ribs with those striking knees.
Referee just separating both men. Plenty of grappling here in the third round. Nice body shot off the right hand there from Punmongkol, and another just digging away to the ribs. Reece has him all tied up in the centre of the ring. Nice left knee to the head there from Reece, then one to the ribs. Punmongkol just turns him around over in the red corner now. Darren Reece really getting a good trajectory on those knees to the ribs. Short defensive front kick there from Punmongkol. His hands dangerously low. Whips up the high left round kick to the head. Reece moves in. It's a beautiful 1-2.
I'll tell you what, Michael, though, with Punmongkol, he only drops his hands when he knows he has the distance between himself and Darren Reece. He's not dropping his hands when they're in close. And if his hands are low, as soon as Reece moves up on him, bang, he shoots those gloves straight up to his face. And that's just really a mark of experience from the Thai. You can see he's well schooled. He's had 60 fights. And, you know, he's very comfortable in centre ring at the moment.
Working for superior position there in the grapple, both men. Just tango over against the ropes. Referee separates both fighters. 2.5 minutes down here in the third round of action. There's the whipping high left round kick and another from Punmongkol. Darren Reece moves in and ties up his opponent. Beautiful left knee to the ribs there from Reece. Oh, vicious knee there from Darren Reece again. Punmongkol just trying to turn him around over against the ropes. Nice body shot, then a left hand to the jaw from Punmongkol. Just checking the knees there by bracing with his right leg in between Darren Reece's legs. There's the end of the third round, Hammer.
Well, certainly Darren Reece throwing his hands up. He was confident winning that round. Not have to agree with him, just landing so many more effective knee strikes in the grapple. And that was certainly Darren Reece's round. Here they are locked up. You can see the Thai, he's gone down low with his grapple rather than trying to get the head grapple on. Reece, in turn, trying to lock up the body. But they're always working. You see those knee strikes coming in. If you've ever had a cork thigh, I tell you what, get someone to knee you in the thigh and you won't be walking properly the next day. These boys here are just working in the ribs, going down to the legs. And, you know, although it doesn't look like as effective as those big stand-up combinations, in close, those knee strikes will really be hurting each other.
Well, we're about to roll into the fourth round of action. It's Australia versus Thailand. The Riddler, Darren Reece, against Punmongkol from Thailand. Punmongkol opening up immediately with that whipping left round kick. It's been one of his favoured weapons for the past 3 rounds. And now hopefully Hammer will start to see some of the elbows unleashed in this fight as well. Big chopping leg kick there from the Riddler, Darren Reece. That'll make the Thai wish he was someplace else. Reece looking very aggressive here at the start of the fourth round, moving straight forward onto the carry boy, Punmongkol.
Well, Reece is certainly stepping it up in the fourth round. He just has to be careful not to be overzealous in closing that gap and pushing up, because Punmongkol will catch him, possibly. There's the hands rocketing in from Punmongkol.
Beautiful combinations from the Thai fighter. A big right hand to the jaw, then whipping up the high left round kick. Nice crossing right elbow there from Darren Reece.
But, we haven't seen too many elbow strikes to date.
It's very torrid, very vicious in that grapple. Over in the neutral corner, the referee breaking up both men. It's been a crackerjack affair so far. Punmongkol just dancing around, whips up the high left round kick. There's one off the right leg, then sticks out the right hand for good measure. Nice right hand caught. Reece rocked his head back. Nice gut-munching front kick there to the midsection from Punmongkol.
Well, Punmongkol keeps working that rear round kick and then rocketing the right hand straight over the top. So he shoots in the round kick to the ribs of Reece in an attempt to make Darren drop his hands, and then the right hand will come straight over the top and try and catch Darren on the jaw. So that's a very clever tactic there from the Thai.
Racking round kicks to the ribs there from Punmongkol. Darren Reece started the round strongly, but now it's the Thai. Nice corking knee to the right thigh again there from the Riddler, Darren Reece.
You can see Punmongkol there with his knee up. That is in fact a negating tactic, trying to block the legs of Reece from kneeing him any further.
Reece ties him up right in front of our commentary position. Nice knee to the outside right thigh there from the Riddler. Just trying to block the forearm across the face of Punmongkol. Punmongkol just smiles at him, says, "Come on, Aussie." Here's a round kick to the ribs.
Nice short elbow there from Punmongkol.
Oh, the overhand elbow. What a cracker of a technique, the overhand elbow. Just short of the target from Punmongkol, who wears the right hand from the Riddler. Here comes Darren Reece now. Punmongkol firing off the right elbow, and a left elbow, and a front kick.
Well, Punmongkol really opening up with the elbows now. And again, I tell you what, Michael, if you think those knees to the thigh hurt, let an elbow hit you square fair in the face.
Oh, no thanks, hammer. Punmongkol looking to slice and dice. Darren Reece here in the 4th round of action. Reece moves in and grapples him again in centre ring. Punmongkol just dumps him to the canvas in a display of strength. End of the 4th round of action. We saw the elbows come into play in that round, hammer. Stuff is really hotting up, I'll tell you what, it's getting exciting.
Well, dangerously so, with the elbows starting to fly in that round. And I'd have to say Punmongkol just working very cleverly in that round, negating some of the knee strikes, not all of them, however, and then finishing strongly with a repetition of elbow strikes. You see him line up, boom, there goes that elbow. He was aiming to get the point of the elbow to the crown or the top forehead of Darren Reece in order to open up a cut. Obviously, once again, very, very bony parts of the body. You hit an elbow to the top of the head, and it's got no other option but to tear the skin and open up a nice deep gash.
Well, both fighters will touch gloves, and we will be ready for the 5th and final round of action. Our international contest, Darren the Riddler Reece against Punmongkol Carry Boy. It was a crackerjack 4th round. Punmongkol came out firing with the elbows. Now let's see if Darren Reece has got the pepper to finish it off strongly here in the 5th.
Well, I'll tell you what, Michael, with a strong contingent of Thai judges here obviously scoring this fight, Reece is really going to have to finish strongly and really rack up some points here to put it beyond doubt, because at the moment it's a very, very tight affair.
Nice leg kick there from Darren Reece. Sweat just flying off the brow of Punmongkol for high left round kick from Reece. Beautiful chopping leg kick there from the carry boy, Punmongkol.
You see the power there of Punmongkol. He really just chopped Reece's rear leg out.
Oh,
Reece gets one back himself.
Oh, that's what the big crowd love to see. The Aussie giving it back to the Thai fighter. Well, they're trading round kicks in centre ring. Nice round kick off the left leg there from Punmongkol. Darren Reece just stalking him. Good leg check there from the Thai fighter. Just cracks the left leg into the ribs again. Darren Reece ties him up against the ropes, working that corking knee again to the thigh and rib area. Referee separates both men over in the red corner. This is the 5th and final round of action, the first of our international contests on tonight's card.
I'd like to see Reece possibly in those clinches try and let some elbow strikes go. He's been very, very shy with the elbows here tonight, Darren.
The Riddler moves forward, just trying to get off that lead leg round kick to the ribs, just tuck it under the right arm of Punmongkol. Punmongkol just catching the kicking leg and looking to sweep out the supporting leg of Reece. They trade round kicks again. Nice couple of whipping leg kicks there from Punmongkol.
Well, you can see Reece also giving him back every time the Thai throws something. The Aussie tries and matches him or gets it back, and that's what it's all about. Because if you let your opponent rack up too many points on you, you're immediately putting yourself right behind that 8 ball.
Well, it's an absolute kicking war here in centre in the 5th and final round. Beautiful 1-2 to the jaw there from Punmongkol. Darren Reece just smiles at him. Punmongkol now starting to taunt the Aussie. Inside leg kick there from the Thai fighter. You can hear the traditional Thai music accompanying all our fights here tonight. Darren Reece just looking for a quick knee to the head off the right knee. Chases after Punmongkol, looking for the flying right round kick. Into the final stage of the 5th and final round, the Riddler, Darren Reece, and Punmongkol. Nice chopping leg kick from the Riddler.
Well, Reece really has to start pushing up now.
There it is.
It's all over.
End of the 5th and final round for the first time tonight, Hammer. We're going down to the judges, but I'm going to put you on the spot. Who do you call it?
Well, I'd have to say Reece having a very strong 3rd round. Punmongkol coming back in the 4th. The first 2 pretty even. The last one possibly even as well. It could go either way. Thai judges, Michael, what can I say? It possibly would go the way of the Thai, but take nothing away from Darren Reece. He's racked up a good work rate. He worked the knee strikes very good, and I can't separate these two, honestly.
This one being nominated a drawn contest here, Hammer, so you called it right. You couldn't separate both of these two warriors.
And it's down to a draw. Well, it's a fair and just decision. And that's a good draw for Reece, because he was taking on a very strong opponent.